He loves me. He loves me not. Only one way to find out. War of the Roses on KDWB.
It is a first for War of the Roses today because we've never had anybody on named Izzy before.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Good morning, Izzy.
Good morning.
Love the name, but we're not here to talk about the name. We're talking about your relationship and your boyfriend, Will. And you've heard us do War of the Roses for years. We've been doing it for years, but here you are. Izzy, you're on War of the Roses. Tell us what makes you wonder what's going on with Will.
Yeah, so Will's been playing a lot of golf lately, and I've noticed that he comes home, his shoes are clean, his shirt is dry. It's so hot outside. Like, you'd think that he'd come home sweaty or, like, talking a little bit more about his golf game. So I've been growing a little suspicious that that's not the case. And the last time he said he went out to golf, I took his putter out of his bag. And when he came home, he didn't mention.
Okay, wait. Can I stop you there?
Mm-hmm.
So, because I was still thinking about the dirty golf shoes. Because when you go play golf, you're walking through the grass, and you get green, and you get grass on your shoes. So you suspected something. So you took his putter out of his bag.
Yeah, like that's an essential part of the game.
Yeah, if you don't play golf, you absolutely do need a putter. I mean, in worst case scenario, you could borrow your friend's putter, but you're going to come home and go, where the hell is my putter?
Well, right, and golf clubs aren't cheap. So if, like, one of them's missing, especially one that you use constantly, you're going to be like, great, now I have to buy a new one. Where would it be?
So you stole his putter, hoping that he would...
say something.
Yeah. But he didn't. He came home and didn't say anything about the putter.
He was super coy. He just went on talking about his golf game, blah, 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 shot an 80, no mention of the putter.
Oh.
Now think about this. If you play golf, I'm just trying to walk through this scenario. So if I go play golf, and let's say I go down to Hollow Greens, which is the premier golf resort in the Twin Cities, Hollow Greens. And let's say if I go down there and I look for my putter and it's not there, I'm going to come home and I'm going to say, like, do you have any idea what happened to my putter to Susan?
Yep.
Or she'll say, how was your game? I'll be like, well, I had to borrow Carson's putter because whatever.
Well, I would be digging through everything, too, to find it. Because you know me, I lost, like, my scarves last winter, and I was going crazy trying to find them.
You did, yeah. So, all right. So he made no mention of his putter being gone. And we all, I think, would agree that did you just do this one time with the putter, or was it multiple times?
Yeah, just recently I tried it out, and he had no mention about his missing putter.
Okay. What do you think he might be doing? I mean, obviously, he's doing something that he should be doing. I mean, it could be anything from going to the casino to going drinking with his buddies to seeing somebody on the side to he could be out shopping for a beautiful engagement ring for you. He could be a wedding day diamond shopping for a beautiful engagement ring. But you're not leaning that way. Your gut's telling you something different.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to go drinking with the guys, that's what he's doing on the course already. But, like, it's just been a little distant between us lately.
Okay.
And I know he's not shopping for a ring periodically. That's for sure.
I was going to say, that's like quite a few times to be shopping for a ring. And I don't think...
You got to get the right ring.
Well, right, but golf games can last like 5 hours sometimes.
How long is he gone? Is he playing 9 holes or 18 holes?
Supposedly 18.
Okay, that gives him longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't know what he was doing, but what we can do for sure is ask him who he wants to send a dozen red romantic roses to. So we can call him and say, hey, it's your phone company, and take this fake survey, and you take the survey, we'll give you the roses, and then who do you want to send them to? That's the tell, because there's nobody else, Izzy, that he should send roses to besides you.
Mm-hmm.
And we would all agree on that.
Yeah.
You live together, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right, we'll call him. We'll set the trap, see who he sends roses to. Now, let us know. Send me a text and let me know. Is there a good maybe he just wants to get away. Maybe he's going down to the library. Maybe he's, I don't know.
Well, then he should be telling her what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll find out whether he sends him to another woman. We'll do that next on War of the Roses on KDWB. And we'll talk to Jonathan Fogel from Fogel Family Law to get his take on the whole thing. Coming up next. Stay here.
Are they cheating? Let's find out. Part 2 of War of the Roses starts right now on KDWB.
Ooh, the dramatic part 2. Let me give you a little setup. She's with a guy. I think they live together.
Yeah,
and
they
he's
do.
like, okay, I'm going to go play golf. And she's like, fine, go have fun. And then he comes back and she's like, interesting, there's no grass on your shoes. And I guess she golfs too and knows you get grass and green stains on your shoes. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, that's weird. He doesn't have any grass on his shoes. And this happened several times. So she's like, well, wait. If he's golfing, why is there no grass? I'm going to set a trap. So she takes his putter out of his golf bag, thinking that if he goes to the golf course and he comes back and he didn't have a putter, he'll be like, where's my putter? Yeah, I went all the way out there. I didn't have a putter. I couldn't putt. I had to borrow somebody else's putter. But he didn't say a thing, which made her think he never even took those golf bags out of the car.
He didn't.
He did not. So she thinks, where was he? Let's call, set the trap, and see who he will send roses to. Then we'll talk to Jonathan Fogel from Fogel Family Law and get his take on everything on War of the Roses Part 2 right now.
And that's all the time I needed from you today, Will. Thank you so much. So like I said, I have a dozen romantic red roses to send to whoever you'd like. So what I need from you first is the name of who you want to send those to.
Yeah. Send them to Olivia.
We always attach a note to the roses. Do you want to write anything on the note for her?
Yeah, just write, I love you, babe.
Okay, simple. Awesome.
Ooh, ouch. Here's where things get a little bit weird, Will, and you're just going to kind of want to steel yourself here to find out what's about to happen. So everything you heard in the last couple of minutes was kind of a boondoggle, you could say. Kind of, yeah.
A bamboozle.
Oh, yeah. You've been bamboozled, my friend. This is a trap to see who you would send roses to. And my name's Dave. I work at a radio station. And that is not Penelope from your phone company. That is Jenny, also at the radio station.
Hey, Will.
And we were asked to set a trap to see who you would send roses to. And we were asked this favor by your girlfriend, Izzy, who, now it gets really weird. She's listening right now and just heard you send roses to Olivia. Yeah, and just for clarification, I'm going to have Izzy explain to you why she was suspicious that you might be up to something. Izzy, go ahead.
So you played golf and you didn't have your putter. I took it and you didn't say anything.
So you took my putter?
Yeah, I took your putter.
Why did you take my putter in the first place?
Because I knew if you didn't have your putter to play golf, you would have come home and said something.
Why would I need to come home and say everything? I was golfing with buddies. I could just use Jesse's putter if I needed to. Like, why did you go around and start moving around my stuff in the first place?
Because I don't think you're actually golfing, Will.
But I did go and golf. Okay, you know what? If you're wanting to start a fight, we can start a fight. Like, when you went to go see your mom last week, you didn't call me once the entire time you were there.
I know what you're doing, Will. You're deflecting.
Or like when you go out with your girlfriends and you're gone until 10:30 at night. Like, I'm not going around questioning you, and instead you're going around and hiding all of my stuff.
When I'm out with my girlfriends, we meet at 8 p.m. and stick around for one drink, and then I come right home.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm super sorry. I forgot. You're just perfect. You're perfect in everything, and it's perfect, Izzy. I totally forgot about that. I am so sorry.
Okay, and you literally just sent another woman a dozen roses with a note saying, "Love ya, babe."
Well, yeah, and I really love that putter that you decided to move around and hide from me because of whatever vindictive narcissistic issues you have going on.
Oh.
Super perfect at everything, and everything is my fault, right? No.
You sent roses to another woman and said, love you. Would you care to explain who Olivia is?
give each other roses at offices all the time. People
No, they
they
don't.
don't.
No, they
Oh,
don't.
my God.
No, they don't.
We
Jenny,
need
when's
to-
the last time I sent you roses?
Never. You've never sent me roses. Let's get him a crown. This is the king of deflecting right now.
Wow.
We've got on more of the roses.
You guys are making mountains out of molehills over here. Like, she decided to set up this trap and hide my stuff and do a bunch of different, like, this looks like a track record of just her continually just trying to set up traps, hoping to get somewhere that she's never going to get. You know what? Like, I'm good.
Sounds like she actually got there. She did catch you.
Yeah, right, because she's perfect. She's perfect at everything, and she's so great. And you know, like, yeah, she's the queen of catching people in traps. Like, I don't know what you want me to say here.
What do you think? War of the Roses. You get a lot of people who say guys don't borrow other guys' putters. Then this one says, my ex cheated on me, and he was notorious for, quote, golfing and going on golf trips. I think that's a great excuse. Like, I'm going to go up north and, I'm going to go to Brainerd and golf with my buddies this weekend. Okay, have a good time.
Well, you can go golfing for a long time. So it gives you some time to get away and do some sketchy things.
18 holes is probably like 4 or 5 hours. You can
Really?
Stretch it. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Sure, yeah, stretch it out with the clubhouse turn, as we golfers call it. When you get to the 9th hole, you do the clubhouse turn. You go inside and have a sandwich.
Really? I thought you had to stay going with your time because you have a
Clubhouse
time
turn.
slot.
Nah, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I was
never
going to say,
played
you
18
never
holes.
played 18 holes in your life.
I hate 18 holes. 18 holes is way too much for golf. Text messages. He was playing golf with Olivia. That woman is better off without him. Hang up, please, guys. I'm getting mad. What? This man is crazy. Another text says, as a male, I think we can speak for all males when I say we don't claim this S bag. A lot of reaction on War of the Roses, but let's get some, rational reaction. Let's find out what Jonathan Fogel from Fogel Family Law has to say about this one. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning. How are you, Dave?
I'm doing well, and just curious, do you have in your bag of stories a story about golf and a couple?
Yes, I see.
Of course you do. Yes, right. Yes, let's hear it. What do you got, Jonathan?
Well, so first of all, I was looking up this thing, about golf and divorce. There's research that shows that golfers actually have the happiest marriage, and their marriages are least likely to end in divorce.
I wonder why that is. Maybe because they find time to get away from each other.
A long
I don't
period
know.
of time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The people that did the research, golfsupport.com. Right? Yes.
Oh, is that right?
That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
But here's the story I got, right? So I saw a case where there was a clause in the prenuptial agreement which limited the numbers of rounds of golf the husband could play each year. And if he played more than the maximum allowed in the prenup, he would receive no spousal maintenance if they got divorced.
Because he played so much golf that his partner decided to write in, you can't play more than like 20 rounds of golf a year or whatever it is.
That's right. That's right. And get this. So prior to filing for divorce, she knew it was imminent, right? She was going to file. So she hires a private investigator to follow him on the weekends to see if he's actually spending time with his friends or golfing. Turns out he was golfing, was lying to her, and when they got divorced, he didn't get any spousal maintenance.
That is the weirdest thing ever, all over golf.
Yeah.
You would think, you know what? I guess it could get to a point where it's an obsession and a distraction from the marriage. But I would be like, yeah, go play. At least you're doing something healthy and outdoors.
Sure.
But if he's playing 7 times a week, wow.
Yeah,
All right.
I feel it's one of those things. If you're going to force someone to limit to do something, right, you're already probably in trouble to begin with.
If I was going to if that's an interesting question, we should talk about this. If you could put in your prenup, you can't blank too much. What would you put in your prenup? You can't blank too much. Write that down, Jenny. I would tell Susan, you can't play on your phone too much. Susan is on her phone probably, I don't know, 6 hours out of the day.
Really?
Or more.
Wow.
Check her screen time next time you get a chance.
Yeah.
See where she's at.
I would say you can't be on your phone too much.
I would say drinking. You can't drink too much.
But you would say that about Andrew?
Well, no, not about him. I'm just saying a random thing. If I was nervous, someone might drink too much.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Jonathan from Fogel Family Law. What else do you want to help us out with today?
Well, I was just going to say, you guys are bringing up a great point. They have these things they're basically called more generally lifestyle clauses in prenuptial agreements that you see about things like the use of social media, fitness requirements, and even things like household responsibilities and who's going to live up to those responsibilities. And if they don't, they can be limited in what they get for property or what they get for spousal maintenance.
Okay, gotcha, because that totally makes sense. That's why you have a prenup. Okay, gotcha.
That's right. And so my advice to people, my tip is, if you're getting married and someone approaches you, your spouse, not somebody, because it would be your spouse,
yeah,
your soon-to-be spouse, and says, hey, we really need a prenuptial agreement. Here's what the clauses are. Talk to an attorney before you sign it. You're signing a legal document that has long-term ramifications, could significantly limit your legal rights in the case of a divorce. So be sure to talk to an attorney ahead of time.
Okay, gotcha. So you don't rush in and not know what you're getting into. Jonathan, thanks for being on. Jonathan does mediation. So a lot of time, if you don't want to go to court and have a judge decide, you will settle everything with your partner on good terms with some help from Jonathan, make it all legal. And that is easier and more cost effective. Or if you want to take him to court, then you can actually say, I'll see you in court.
Yeah.
And that'll be awesome. Find Jonathan online for family law, divorce, custody, support, anything like that. If somebody's not living up to what they said they would do or what they were ordered to do, Jonathan can help. FogelFamilyLaw.com, Fogel, FogelFamilyLaw.com, or call Jonathan anytime at this number.
612-822-6244.
Thank you, Jonathan. We'll talk to you again next week.